Welcome in, welcome in. Of course, we're going to give it a couple of seconds.
Okay, that's fine.
Hi, Miss Kendra. Fine dining and things. Awesome. How's your day been, Miss Kendra? I see you under the wrong account. That's okay. That's okay. That's how it is. Um, Lakeisha, can you see the comments?
I can't see the comments.
All right. See if you can. There should be a button on there somewhere that say chat, I believe.
Okay.
Did you see them come up?
I see the chat, but okay, hold on. Okay, I see them now.
All right. So
Mm-hmm.
just in case somebody has a question or anything and you decide you see it and I want to address it, then that's there for you.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome back to the Queen's Quarters. Today we're diving into a story of resilience, self discovery, and transformation. I lost my come back, but I'm going to go ahead while she comes back up. Um, my guest has been battling with depression. She had went through addiction and a narcissistic relationship. And there's quite a few people I hear have been through similar things. And so this should resonate with you. And I am so honored to have you here, Lakeisha, and
Thank you.
ready to hear your story. And so I'm going to let you introduce yourself and then I'm going to give you the floor.
Okay. It's a pleasure to be here, Jamie. I really appreciate you offering me this position to come on and tell my story. So many of us battling similar things that I've battled, like addiction and depression, and just many other things, the narcissistic relationship with the narc and everything else. Um, Basically I wanted to come on because I had wrote a book a couple of years back about, actually I did an analogy with a couple of more people that had similar stories or different stories, but everybody put it in this book right here. It's called How I Got Over.
Mhm.
This is the book right here. This is the book that I'm in, that I shared my story with and everything a couple of years back. 2012 it started. My grandmother had passed away, and when Granny said that, one thing Granny had told me before she passed is that, God is waiting on me, and when He's ready for me, I'm ready to go. I didn't know what that meant, so I said, Granny, I'm gonna pack my bags and go too. And she told me, no, He's not done with you. You have a lot more things that need to be done. So you're gonna be here. I didn't understand it. So, I thought grannies were supposed to live forever. This is the lady that helped raise me with my mom, along with my mom. Um, so I was just, I always wanted to, I'm a granny's girl. So when she passed away in 2012, it took a toll on me. I didn't
Mhm.
know about depression because back in our days, we didn't know about depression and, how to overcome depression. We didn't know if we were schizophrenic. We didn't know none of that stuff. All we knew is we better go in there and do what we were supposed to do, or it was a whooping.
Right.
That's all we knew. Um, but when my grandmother passed, I fell into a deep depression, very deep depression. I just stopped coming out of my room. I have three kids, and I have nine grandbabies, but my three kids was there and with me, and they were younger, not much younger, but my oldest was in high school already, and I fell into a deep, deep, deep dark depression. I didn't want to come out. I didn't want to leave the house. I didn't want to do anything. I cried every single day,
Mm.
cried all day long, every day. And then finally, I started asking God to take me, Lord, take
Yeah.
me with her, because I'm stuck now. I'm stuck. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm stuck. Please take me, Lord.
Mhm.
So, what I did was I got with I met one of my friends, a guy that I had been talking to when I was 14. And what I had did was I saw him snort cocaine.
Mhm.
I didn't know what it was. I had never done drugs. I had never smoked a cigarette. I've never done anything. So I didn't know what it was. But all I know is he was acting a little funny. So I said, hey, if it make you feel like that, I want to feel like that.
Mhm.
My whole mission for starting the addiction part was because I wanted to die.
Wow.
I wanted to die. I wanted to die. And my auntie had passed away from cocaine intoxication. Someone sold her a mothball and it blew her heart up.
Oh,
So
I'm sorry.
I figured, okay, since she died, she went in her sleep, maybe it didn't hurt. So I want to go just like that. So what I did was when I saw him snorting that cocaine, I told him to let me try it.
Mhm.
He did. He did. He offered it to me, and we started snorting. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm just doing what he doing. Anyway, I got involved in it. Cocaine was not my drug of choice. I got promoted to crack cocaine. I've done meth, I've done heroin, I've done it all. Anything that could take me away from here, I done it.
Okay.
I smoked thousands of dollars of crack in weeks. One time I spent my whole tax, $7,000 tax, in 1 week on crack cocaine. I had got with some people who was drug addicts, and because I was spending so much money, they enjoyed my company. Just put it like that. Um, so I was just smoking and smoking my smoking because, like I said, I wanted to die. That didn't kill me. I started screaming out to God. I started hating God. I started turning on. I just didn't want to deal with no God no more. I just didn't believe in him no more. I turned my back on him.
Mhm.
And finally, I had met a guy, and this man had let us come and stay with him. I was out on the street. Now I'm homeless, y'all. I didn't been through the process of CPS trying to take my kids, and they finally took my children. Once CPS took my children, I thought I had lost it all. I started trying to run in front of the buses, started trying to really try to take myself out, but God didn't see fit for me to go then.
Mhm.
He said, no, 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 it's still not your time. Good thing people were there to help me, save me, or whatever. And I started doing more and more drugs. I started shooting up the heroin. Something got to take me out of here. Why is this not working? So then I met this gentleman. His name is Tony Torres, Juan Torres. He allowed me and my family to come stay with him. Uh, and this is during my addiction. But he didn't know that I was addicted like this. He didn't find out that I was addicted like this until I sold all of his stuff in his house. His wife had just died. That he went to one of his brother's house, and I knew he was going to be gone a while. I wanted one more hit. I wanted another hit. I wanted to take another hit. So what I did is call a dope man over and sold every single thing in his house. Wish I could have got the boat. I was sitting up there wishing I had got the boat. He had a boat, but I couldn't get that. But I sold every single thing in this man's house.
Mm.
Once I did that, this is what turned it around. I was sitting at the dope house, and I said, God, it's got you. You don't want me yet. I'm just asking God. You don't want me. I mean, what am I? Am I not good enough for you? Am I not good enough to come to heaven? What is it gonna take? I heard God tell me. He said, I need you to get yourself together. I got something far more I need you to do. So what I did was I called a gentleman named Tony Springer. Tony Springer he's over a rehab. He came, he told me to stay right there. I called him up and he said, stay right there. I'm coming to get you. I checked myself into the rehab. I stayed in there for about a year, got out, went relapsed. You know, they say it's no, they say you don't get off of drugs completely until you done relapsed. So I relapsed. And
Mm-hmm.
then so I found myself going back to another rehab. And this is where I met the narcissist. But just to complete this, what Tony, Mr. Torres, that man never left my side. Still today, that man, even after I sold all of his stuff, you know, in the 12 steps, you have to apologize to the people that you've hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I apologized to this man and told him, you know, I apologize for selling everything in your house, even your dead wife stuff. I apologize. That man still today, and this was 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
This man still today is my friend. Will do anything for me.
Amazing.
Don't having held not one grudge, having not threw it in my face or nothing else. This man is still here. But on the day that I was sitting on that porch at the dope house, I called Tony Spring. He told me to come on in. I relapsed, y'all, and I got myself together. But it was not until I met this stranger on the street. He said, what are you doing out here? I say, sir, I want to die. I want to go with my grandmother. I really do want to die. He said, you're not finna go nowhere. And your grandmother is not gonna come to you until you start doing right. I didn't even know this man.
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, what you mean about that? He said, your grandmother is not pleased with you. She's not pleased with what you're doing. So I found myself, I said, okay, Lord, I got 3 kids sitting out here in CPS. I got to get my children back. You know, I'm a mother before anything, and I want to be a mother to my kids. My kids still young. My son ain't graduated yet. My daughter's just about to graduate, my oldest, and my baby girl, she's been taken away from me completely. Her dad took her away from me and kept her away from me until she made 18. She's now 20 now. So this was a while back. But Jamie was just so hard. It was just so hard on me. I beat myself up a lot, you know, about the addiction and all of that there. But I'm 7 years into recovery right now. I'm 7 years in clean. You know, my mom passed in 2019. When my mom passed in 2019, y'all, I told my mom was laying in her bed. Me and my mom didn't really get along that much. But God, let me tell you, God is good. You know, he is surely merciful. I'm talking about that man is amazing. I was sitting at the hospital with my mom for a week before me and my sister pulled the plug on her. And my mama didn't look at me, y'all. She didn't say nothing to me. She nodded at the nurses one time. You know, she never looked at me. She never said nothing to me. She didn't do anything, you know, on her way out. But God allowed me that week to sit in there with my mother, because me and my mother really didn't get along. That's why I took my grandmother's death so hard. Because me and my grandmother, that was my love. My mom, I love her, but my grandmother was my heart.
Yeah.
And my mom, you know, God allowed me to sit there for that week and talk to my mom just to make peace. You know what I'm saying? So my mom died in 2019. I had whispered in her ear. I told her, you know, Mama, I know we didn't get along, and I know I wasn't the best child, and you probably wasn't the best mother. But I tell you what, I forgive you, and I want you to go on and rest. And don't worry about me. I'm not going to be relapsing and nothing else. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to take care of business like I'm supposed to. Mama went on and passed away. And ever since then, y'all, I've been clean. I've been fighting.
Awesome.
But I've been fighting with a narcissist. I got with a narcissist, you guys. And I mean, this man put me down so much. I'm talking about calling me out my name, saying what I wasn't capable of. And I took care of him, y'all. 14 years I dealt with this narcissist. 14 years through my addiction and everything. This man drove me down the stairs. I'm talking about, because he also has schizophrenia. So when he gets, you know, high, he flips into a whole different person.
Mhm.
So but let me tell you, God delivered me. This is where the delivering came, y'all. My grandbaby came into the world. My grandbaby was 3 years old when she got raped. She got raped by her father. Her
Mm-mm-mm.
father raped her with a spoon and a fork, ripped her from the front to the back.
Mm-mm-mm. I'm sorry.
So what happened was a couple of years ago, my daughter had, well, since my grandbaby was going through all of that, CPS got involved with my daughter and everything. So I've had my grandbaby with me. But this time, when God told me to sit down, when God told me he was getting me prepared for something, I did not know he was getting me prepared for my grandchild.
Mm.
When I stopped doing drugs, when I stopped doing, I didn't know what that was for. I'm still trying to, figure out why I'm not dead. When
Mhm.
God told me, he say, I want you to please be still. I checked myself into a hotel room and I sat there and I said, now God, I'm listening. I know I betrayed you. I've done everything that I could possibly do to ignore you. Now I'm listening. My children are grown, and I have grandbabies now. I'm listening now. God said, I need you to take care of something for me. I need you to take care of that child that has been hurt. So now I have custody of my grandbaby, which I never in my life imagined I was going to have custody of. I did not know that's what God had for me. That's what that's why he kept me here. He kept me here because he knew I was going to have to take care of that baby.
Mhm.
And that's what I'm doing right now. I got myself together. Me and my grandbaby is here. We in peace. I'm at peace. I had to let that narcissist go, you know, I'm in so much more peace, Jamie. I'm in so much more peace.
Amazing. I am so glad. I am so happy. And I was just sitting here thinking, I'm like, sometimes our healing isn't just for us. It's like
Right.
the strength you found to overcome was exactly what you needed for this very moment.
Yes.
It's like we
Yes.
always thinking that some of the things that we're going through is for the now. It's like, no,
Right.
you do the work now.
That's right. That's right.
But my goodness, I am so
That's right.
sorry she had to go through that. But I'm so glad she has you.
Right, right. And and like that's what I say in my testimony. I tell everybody, God didn't take me through my addiction for a reason. And I was puzzled. I was, well, why is you not taking me? I done smoked $6,000 of dope in a week. I'm shooting needles in veins. I don't even know what vein I'm shooting them in. And I don't like needles, but I'm still shooting them because I'm on a mission. I'm
Right.
on a mission. But my mission wasn't his mission. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't his mission. My
Mm-hmm.
mission was to be here for that grandbaby who didn't know anything about getting raped. The man raped her, put her in a closet, and told her not to come out. The ghost was going to get her. Now my baby is suffering from ADHD, PTSD, and I know a lot of y'all out there want to know where he at. Well, he's at home. They did not pick up the charges. They didn't do anything to him. They laughed about it.
Oh my God.
Police, I tried to get that case open 2 times. Police never did anything. And now she's traumatized. My grandmother is traumatized. Do you know she can't even sleep at night? She can't even, when she sleeps, she have to build a fort over her. And
Mhm.
I thought my testimony was powerful. No, no, no,
Mhm.
no, no. My testimony ain't got nothing on this baby's testimony.
Mm. I'm
You
so glad
know,
she has you. Mhm.
right. Right. And I'm so glad you brought me on to tell this story because believe me, I'm not the only one going through what I'm going through out there. So many more ladies out there that's fighting with addiction and fighting with, men, domestic violence and fighting out there. You guys, it's help out there. We
Yeah.
do recover. Believe that. We do recover. We can recover. Just get with you somebody, get you a sponsor, and just get with the God or whoever that is that you believe in, um, and just get stronger. We got to be strong in this world now.
That's right. And I'm gonna say this because that just rubs me the wrong way as far as they did not pick up this case
No.
and they're gonna let her suffer like that. So I'm gonna say this on my platform. If there's anyone who advocates for such horrible acts and you would like to see justice being served, please reach out. Please reach out
Please.
to Lakeisha. Can they reach out to you as well so they
Yes,
can?
please reach out. But I've been trying my best to find somebody that pick this case up. I even went to a lawyer. He said, "No, we can't pick the case up because we don't want them coming after us." And who is they? I don't know. But he said he didn't want to pick the case up. It was just too strong of a case.
What?
Mm-hmm. That's what he said.
No, it sounds like we need a second opinion.
Yes, yes. I'm so tired, but I don't want to give up the fight on that. I want to see my baby have justice because, like I said, as long as he's out here on this street, she's not going to be able to sleep.
Mm-mm,
She's not going to be able to, feel better or nothing.
at all.
You
You,
know,
you just keep holding on to her and
and
keep
will,
pouring into her.
and like I say, it wasn't nothing but the goodness of God because that I'm still here to be able to help that baby.
Hmm. What would you say to those who are listening that may be listening to your story and need advice as to what next? All right, I'm ready to beat this. What do I do next? Who do I talk to?
You
What
talk to
what should
God. You
I?
talk. I'm gonna tell you what my mama told me. My mama them used to smoke dope and all that, and back in the 70s, them 70s, baby, it was rocking back then. Mama say dope, what ain't the same as what she told me. She said, "Why are you doing this? That is not the same as when we was coming up." So I'm gonna tell you what she told me to do. She said, "I need you to go in there, get in the closet." I said, "Get in the closet for what?" She said, "Because you finna do some screaming, you finna do some crying, you finna go just be serious." I said, "What are you talking about?" Mama said, "Go in the closet. I need you to go talk to God.
Mhm.
I need you to mean it this time. I need you to get on your knees and I need you to just pray and beg him." Jamie, I got on my knees. I didn't go in there the same day she said it. I didn't because I thought mom was crazy. But I went
Mhm.
on in there. When I finally got tired, when you finally get tired, just
Mhm.
anybody out there, when you're finally tired, and we can't help you. You have to help yourself. But when you're finally tired, I want you to get on your knees and I want you to scream, "God, please, please, God, help me. Help me, Jesus." That's what I did. "Please, I don't want this no more. I don't want it." And guess what? He stopped the cravings. Because you got them cravings. He stopped the cravings. He stopped my mind from ticking every time. He stopped my stomach pain, all that stomach bubbling and all. He stopped it all. I
Mhm.
no longer have any of that. Any urges, any nothing. But you
Mhm.
have to call out to God and you have to be serious at your time of calling and you have to mean it. And then you just call that number. It's plenty of numbers out there, you guys. What they have like different rehabs. You got to be ready to go in yourself. We can't make you. We can't tell you. It's nothing I can tell you to make you want to stop. You have to be ready to stop.
Mhm. So you have to take action.
You have to take action on your own. My mama couldn't get me to stop. my
Mhm.
my grandmother didn't couldn't get me to stop. Nobody could get me to stop but me. And my
Mhm.
thing was, what am I stopping for? A lot of
Right.
people, what am I stopping? My cousin, she was on the street, she was doing drugs, but she didn't want to stop. She was one that said, "No, no, this time I'm gonna die," and that's
Mhm.
how she died.
Got it. They said it's like a escape.
Right? It is. It's an escape. It is, and the drugs are so powerful. They talk to you.
Mm.
They tell you what to do. The drugs tell you what to do. It tell you what to do. It has a hold on you.
Mm. 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 Mm.
But like I say, the drugs was never for me. The drugs was for me to accomplish something that I needed to accomplish. I wanted to unalive myself. That was my whole purpose of it. Now I don't know what nobody else's purpose of getting on drugs or being on drugs is for. Everybody got a different purpose, but mine was because I wanted to be out of this world. I wanted to go my granny.
And we're gonna move to the narcissistic relationship.
Yes,
There's
Lord.
many people that says I have been in a narcissistic relationship or I am in one currently. So these women are crying out. What would you tell them?
Right now, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you, because I went back to this man several times. I put that man in prison 4 times. He went to prison. I still went back to him. All the lies he told. I mean, he just had it's like he had a hold on me or whatever. But what I would tell y'all to do is follow your first mind and run. Run. Because let me tell you something, it don't make no sense to stay. Because you ain't gonna never be good enough for this person. Because a narcissist, if you look at a narcissist, you guys, they don't love themselves. And if they don't love themselves, they cannot love you. So ain't no sense of pretending like it. You're not going to change that person. You're not going to change it. I sat there 14 years thinking this man was going to change. Loving on a man that didn't even love himself. Thinking he loved me, but how can he love me if he don't love him? But my mind kept saying, well, maybe it'll change one day. I'm you trying to make him feel comfortable within himself. I'm giving him money, taking care of him. Hey, you just stay right there. And, I got you, to all of this here. The man never had me. Never. Because he didn't have him. That man didn't even know how to operate like a man because nobody raised him to be a man. Nobody raised him with love. So it's all about a person's background, where they come from. If they come from no love, guess what? You're not going to get no love.
That's right.
So therefore, that's what the narcissist is made up of. And I had to figure that out myself, y'all. And it was not easy leaving. Believe me, a lot of people kept saying, you need to leave him alone. Through 14 years, I've heard, you need to leave him alone. You need to leave him alone. And guess what? My crazy self kept staying there believing, okay, maybe he'll start loving himself one day. The man didn't even, let me tell you something. And my thing is, I love God. Ooh, I love God. I love God. But if you don't love God and you don't love yourself, you can't love me. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. So when I figured that out, Jamie, that's when I moved along. But again, I needed the help of God. I ain't gonna lie. I needed the help of God. I needed God to put that bug in my ear one more time. I said, God, just show me a sign. Show me a sign that you want me to leave. And he did again. That's what I'm saying about God. When you talk to him and you sit there quietly, you're going to hear him. You're going to hear him.
Ooh, you definitely have a powerful story. Powerful story. So now that you got your grandbaby, so what's your next steps?
My next step, what I'm doing now is I'm in another group with another some young ladies, women something. I just joined this group. I'm sorry. And I'm trying to work with ladies that's been through domestic violence, that's been in a narcissist relationship, addiction, suffering from addiction, mental health, anything that you're going through. What I'm doing is I want ladies that have a story to come get in touch with me, and I want to write another analogy. This time I want to put more people in this book to tell their stories, because it's so many people. You know what? If I could hear one person's story that's got a story, that encourages me. I don't care how many stories I hear. Everybody's story is different. Everybody's story is different. So if somebody is reading that book tomorrow and they're listening to that, somebody that went through that, somebody may have went through that, somebody probably is going through that right now. So what I'm doing is I'm putting a book together I want to get another analogy going. And I'm writing my own personal final for my final story. It's called The Final Goodbye. It's a
Mhm.
and it's a tell it all. It's for me and my mother. I have to, me and my mother. Like I said, me and my mother wasn't the best of friends, and we didn't get along too good. But hey, at the day's end, I was there, and I love my mother, but we just didn't see eye to eye. So this is a tell it all, y'all, because unfortunately, like everybody else out there in the world, I've been molested, I've been raped, I've been beat, I've been all of that. So therefore, I'm writing a tell it all right now. It's called The Final Goodbye, and I want to be finished with it in about 2026. I want to have it all the way out in 2026. I'm going back to school in this summer. I want to get my funeral director's license because I'm funeral y'all guys, and y'all might think I'm crazy, but that's my passion. Grieving families, helping grieving families. That's my passion. I love
Amazing.
people, and I hate to see people hurt. I hate to see people, going through anything, losing family members. I like to say, because after I lost my grandmother, you guys, I thought I was over and done.
Mhm.
I was working at the funeral home for 7.5 years. When I lost my grandmother, I did her body. That was the last body I had did until my mom passed. And so that's what I said. And I got out the funeral business. But this summer I'm going back because I want to open up my own funeral home. So that's what I'm doing right now. And like I said, I got my grandbaby here, and it's kind of tough with her having PTSD, and she has ADHD. So I have to tuggle with her, going to therapy, going to psychiatrists, all these people we going to, but ain't nobody has the nerve to say, hey, this baby has been hurt. Let's go ahead and go back into this case and open this back up, because I couldn't figure out how we was going to psychiatrists, how
Mhm.
CPS was being still called, and all this help, but he's still sitting over there on his couch laughing. I couldn't
Mhm.
understand it, and
I
still
don't know.
today I can't understand it.
Mm-mm. So maybe if we need the right
Right,
person to hear this. And
I
if you
definitely
know
do.
anybody, please reach out.
Please, because my baby needs justice. I mean, that's the most hurtful thing that I can say, that I have cried about throughout the years, because nobody in their life would imagine what me, old as I am, going through molesting, and I could never imagine my grandchild going through it, and for
Mhm.
that to be just that disgusting. I mean, it was a horror. It's like a
Mhm.
horror to me.
Yes,
So
it
yeah.
is. It is. It's like, cause when that happens, you not only take their innocence, you
Mhm.
take their mind, you take
Mhm.
everything. The person who they could have been, you
Right.
pretty much snatched it. Not saying they won't be wonderful and they won't be great, but we'll
Yes.
never know.
We won't.
You know?
We won't. This baby is traumatized. I mean, PTSD and ADHD. I was like, Lord have mercy. I never knew
Mhm.
what none of that was. But she was able to see her at nighttime. Building forts over her. She have to build something over her. I don't know if what that makes her feel like, protection or whatever.
Mhm.
She won't wear dresses. She don't like them dresses. She got to cover herself, and she wear tights, but she got to have socks on so they could cover. She just want to stay
Mhm.
covered. So,
Yeah.
and I don't see, and I can't tell her, hey, don't do that, because
Mhm.
I don't know what her mind is. I don't
Yeah.
know what she's going through.
She protecting herself
Right,
on any
right.
means necessary.
Any means necessary.
Said that's why we be like, we only got one of us, and if
That's
anything, we're
it.
gonna try our best to protect ourselves.
And,
That's
and
why
you know,
you had said earlier, it was like if somebody don't love themselves, they
mm-mm,
can't love me,
you
and that
can't
is
love you.
so true.
You can't.
It's
You
so
got to
true.
love. It start with you. It start with
Mhm,
everything. Starts with you. Everything
mhm,
is a you. If you look at everything I've just said, everything is a you. You got to fix yourself. You got to
yeah,
do. You got to love yourself. You got to
yeah,
go talk to God yourself. Everything is a you. And if
yeah.
you ain't got that you ain't right, baby. You got to get yourself right.
I know that's right.
You got to get yourself right. But my thing is, Jamie, and like I said, I appreciate you bringing me on. I was busy, busy, busy today, but I was not going to miss this. I was not going to miss this one chance to get out here and talk to somebody, because, baby, it's somebody right now sitting there crying at home. It's
Yeah,
somebody right now, needing somebody to love on them. It's somebody right now needing somebody to talk to them,
that's
because I've been through it all. I've been through it all by myself,
mhm,
by myself. with the love of God and the love of this one grandbaby that this baby probably don't even know how to love herself. But with everything in me, Jamie,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fight to the day I die to make sure that this baby gets justice.
That's
And
right.
that this baby does not have to live and suffer like I did.
That's
Does
right.
not have to turn her body, her mind away from nothing. And that she gets the right loving and nurturing she can get so that she will be able one day to love herself.
Mm-mm-mm. That's powerful. And I know you will do it. You
Yes,
will
I
do
am.
it.
With
You
every
will
fight in
do
me. With
it.
every
Hmm.
fight in me.
She has the perfect person by her side.
Yes,
You're
yes,
such a
yes.
light. You are such a light. And if this resonates with anyone, please, please reach out. And
Yes.
I'm gonna get with you through your email and see if I can get a few more items from you
Okay.
sometime this week. I'll let you finish doing, handling your business that you're doing now.
Right, right.
But
Okay, that sounds good.
all right, is there any last words you have? And I'm gonna let you continue your day.
I I have nothing else to say but you guys. I love you, each and every person that's on here. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me share my story, Jamie. I love you, girl. I see you all the time. I've been wanting to reach out to you. And you guys, if nobody else tells you this, I love each and every one of you with all of my heart. And I hope that you guys can love yourselves too.
We
Thank you,
will.
Jamie.
Thank you. Love you too. One last thing. Where can
Uh-huh.
we get your book?
The book is in Amazon, y'all. The book is on Amazon and any other place that sells books. Book Barnes and Noble, everywhere. It's everywhere. It's how I got over, and it's the stories of strength and courage, you guys. And my cousin Samantha, she's the editor and she's the publisher of this book. But we are in now. There I am, right there, Lakesha Davis. So please, you guys. Please, please, please go out and get you a book so that you can hear more of the story. And I love you guys. Thank you so much, Jamie.
Awesome. You're welcome. And I'll be sending you an email within the next couple of days.
Okay, baby. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining and
Thank you.
listening. Again, help us reach out. Help us get justice for this baby. All right. You
That's
all
what
enjoy the rest of your day.
you too. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye.